Hello, my name is Nikki Caldwell, and today I'm going to be doing my favorite brain part presentation on my pituitary gland. And we are also going to be talking about my problematic gonads because within my body there exists a disagreement between my pituitary gland and what my gonads have decided to produce. And so, getting on with understanding more about my pituitary gland, I nicknamed her the gender gatekeeper. And so, during puberty, the hypothalamus, regulated by hypothalamic monoamines such as norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine, secretes gonadotropin releasing hormone to stimulate the pituitary gland into releasing luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. In males, the release of LH and FSH leads to the stimulation of the gonads and adrenal glands, which release testosterone in response. Once T is released, it triggers a negative feedback loop by inhibiting the hypothalamic release of GnRH and the pituitary release of LH and FSH. A positive feedback, in contradiction to the male negative feedback, exists in females where LH ends up still being produced by estrogen and other things going on in females. And so I don't agree with my gonads. As the unfortunate owner of XY chromosomes, particularly the Y chromosome, fetal development led to the development of testes due to the presence of testes determining factor during gestation. During puberty, the presence of such male gonads led to the production of testosterone once stimulated by LH and FSH, produced by my pituitary gland. Distressingly, me and my pituitary gland do not agree with this production of testosterone. And so, where my gonads went wrong. When my anterior pituitary gland kicked into gear during puberty, stimulated by the hypothalamic monoamines listed before, she was not prepared to be met with the inhibitory power of T. The ensuing negative feedback loop only further strayed my pituitary gland from her predetermined positive feedback loop facilitated by the stimulatory effects of estrogen on LH production. Lack of female gonads has made it impossible for my poor pituitary gland from producing LH and FSH like she would want to. This is upsetting! And so, now what? After years of confusion on how to remedy the solution with these incorrect gonads, my pituitary has finally figured out a solution. Enter hormone replacement therapy. And so with hormone replacement therapy, we can see in the diagram presented in front of us that all this like muscular thing that's going along, like how my fat body distribution goes around my mid-waist, and sadly none around my hips, these wide shoulders, body hair, you can see body hair everywhere where it should not be, and there's no breast growth whatsoever. Unfortunate. But however, with hormone replacement HRT, you can see the growth and difference within not only just 6 months and then 12 months, but let's get into it. What the heck is HRT? So in male to female hormone replacement theory, also described as feminization hormone treatments, drugs such as spironolactone are administered to suppress the release of gonadotropins from the pituitary, which inhibits the release of androgens from the gonads. Spironolactone also has antagonistic activity on the androgen receptors, inhibiting binding with the receptor. After T is blocked, estrogen in the form of estradiol is administered in the place of the now inhibited T. And what's the point? As previously shown, HRT can lead to observable results within 3 to 6 months, with maximum effects visible after the 3-year mark, similar to the effects of puberty and adolescence. With HRT, my poor pituitary gland will finally get a break from painfully producing LH and FSH just to be attacked by T repeatedly. And as my pituitary undergoes the negative feedback loop caused by the introduction of oestrogen, which inhibits hypothalamic pituitary secretions such as the action of T, the estradiol will take its rightful place as my pituitary's main sex hormone. And here's another diagram about the effects and expected time course of a regimen consisting of anti-androgen, which would be in the form of the spironolactone, and estrogen. And so irreversible, you can see, is the chest growth. Nobody who is undergoing this treatment wants that to be reversed. I can tell you from firsthand experience. Then the irreversible skin softening. Fortunately for me, I already have soft skin. The decreasing muscle mass part, personally for me, does not apply because I be in the gym. And then variable fat distribution, for me personally, I hope to have hips like Nikki, my namesake, who I was named after before she even got famous. And yeah, we're not going to go into the variable ones because who cares about that? I just want hips and chest. And that's my project. I do have one more slide to show some of the different things. You can take time, you can pause the video if you would like to study this more. I don't see anything wrong with this. I really don't see anything wrong with anything on this, except maybe the one in the right-hand corner. I mean, not right-hand, left-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner. That one might not be fun, but who cares? So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching my presentation, and I wish everyone the best. Have an amazing time. Here are my sources. Mwah! Goodbye.